Hello, beautiful people. How are all of you doing today? Chat, how are you? Finally, a not super late stream. Yeah, I'm a little bit earlier today. Just a little tiny bit. Hello. We can hide the input overlay. We got what we needed out of it. How you guys doing today? Stressed? Can you do my unit work for me? No, I can't. Tell you what though, if you ask chat, maybe they will. Who knows? Like maybe chat will do it for you. The answer is C. See, they're already helping. They're already helping. At that point, just use Chat GPT. Why would you use Chat GPT when you have chat available to you? Anyways, chat. Do you guys want to hear my new manga recommendation? I read something yesterday that really like impressed me. Actually, no. Okay, well, never mind, I guess. I'm so fucking sorry I opened my goddamn mouth.
Controlled breathing. On. Charge.
I will never dirty your ears with my opinions again.
Yeah. Look out below. Charge. Yeah. It's justice o'clock. Yeah.
Probably an isekai. It's not an isekai, actually. Okay, why are you making a bowl? Okay. By the way, Chad, did you see me encouraging unhealthy behaviors to my viewers? I can't believe this guy would say something like that.
See 'em. Faster. Stronger. Rise with the sun. Rise with the sky. Hero incoming. Yeah. Oof. Charge. Time to roll. Charge.
Wait. I just killed it without getting the cryo aura. Does he not get the thorns aura like during his spawning animation? That's the first time I've killed it without getting the cryo aura. That's crazy. Huh. Huh. Yeah, Varissa is just the goat, I guess. True. Alright, let's just go farm a little bit more Mora now. But yeah, chat, the manga I read yesterday, was wait, fuck, what's it called? It's yeah. The Ice Mage's Unrequited Love was me in disguise.
What? What?
Yai Publishing House title? Yeah. Is the story about a like an orphaned noblewoman with evil like relatives who uh like who does like undercover, not undercover, but like who secretly goes out and like is like a hero of the kingdom or whatever and does a whole lot of shit. And she gets married off to a guy. And the guy is like, I will never love you. Like, this is a political marriage. Rip bozo. And she's like, bet, you know what? Like, romance kind of sucks anyways, so, like, I'm down for that. But, like, why? And he's like, well, I'm in love with the kingdom's hero, the witch, or whatever. But it's her, and he doesn't know. Miraculous ladybug type beat. True! Don't bring up the French in my fucking stream like that, though.
You asked for it. Quick as a flash. Light it up. Light of the blazing sun.
No, but like from the plot, you'd think it's just like the most like generic like shoujo slop you've ever heard. But bro, chapter 3, it's like only 30. Yeah, it's fairly recent, right? But I was reading chapter 3 yesterday. And like that's how you know it was memorable, because I remember which chapter it was. The exposition of the male lead's backstory in chapter 3
Drop your weapons. Controlled breathing.
made me like audibly gasp.
Pyroclastic surge. Hi. What?
And I think the translation did a lot of heavy lifting. I was reading it on Bato, so I hope you get the same translation I did.
I can see 'em.
But like the way that the way that the fucking like sentence was written, not even just the sentence. It just the way that the fucking information was delivered was just fucking crazy. It's like the first time that I've seen exposition that's supposed to like convey the traumatic experiences of a character, where I wasn't sad, I wasn't like, I couldn't even put a name on the emotion I felt, but I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, I recommend reading it. Bro was flabbergasted? Yeah, actually. That's a great way to put it. I was flabbergasted. That's exactly it. Wait, if you like shoujo in general, um, this is a series that I think is going to I think is going to get popular. As it keeps getting released. Right, it's still very new. There's still not too many chapters out, but I really liked it. Bro was charging up his hover like that, just to fucking move like one step forward. All right.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Chat, today's gonna have to be IT day, isn't it? Please don't do that again. Sorry. Anyways, chat. Where shall we spend our resin here? Dude, I'm so tired of this. Because every day I have to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to spend the bonuses. I guess I'm just gonna go mooning again, right? We're really fucking hoping that's the books Columbina uses. Because I've been mooning for a while now. Do you have enough for Durin? This account isn't getting Durin. Isn't mooning when you show your ass? Yes, it is. You got a problem with me mooning?
Stand clear.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Oh, fuck you. Hmm? What's a guy gotta do to be allowed to moon in peace around here? Hmm?
Cleanup sequence.
Let's
Animal
see.
test.
Observe. Night falls. Close your eyes.
Bro's going to end up on kink. Did you mean kick? I guess kink kind of works too, maybe? I don't know. It was intentional. I see. Good one. What should I farm for next? You know, I've been procrastinating on actually getting her leveled up. Should I just do that? Yehuda? I'm not going for Yehuda on this account. Really fucking hope Columbina doesn't have a passive that requires 4 Nod Cry, though. Because if she does, I'm cooked. Because I'm not getting Yehuda. Guards. Yeah, it probably is worth it getting her to level 90, honestly. Do I have enough of these? I do, just barely. Oh, fuck me. Wait, it's fine. For world bosses, I should go in someone else's world anyways, right? Alright, any Europeans in the chat? Not me, I'm too jaded. Okay. By the way, I know I didn't explicitly say it, but the implication was the post your UID. Thank you. Uh, I don't know about this team. It's fine. I'll just go for this too, and this, not this.
Right. Show no quick as a flash. On my suffer the trap from the
Bro, hello?
incinerate.
Oh.
Incinerate.
I don't think that's C0. That's a double crit piece. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I was like, I feel like that's a bit too much damage for C2 Mavuika. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
God should broaden their horizons.
Thank you very much for the help. Wait a second. Let me just scroll back up real quick. Okay, how are you gonna be a whale like this and not be subbed, by the way? Hmm? Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Caught? Caught? Oh, I'm cooked for these, aren't I? Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't do that shit. Right, I forgot. I guess I can just make some dust, but it's, maybe I just wait, honestly. I really can't be bothered. Um... Sucrose, my goat. Very good. Okay. Yeah. We're a little cooked, huh? Hmm. I need so many. Nah, I'll just wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. No dust. The problem isn't dust, is that I feel like I'm not gonna have enough overall. Farm Fischl boss? That's kind of counterproductive.
I created another
Because I will get more of these than I will get these. So I'll just exacerbate the problem. Could work on Mona, maybe. Nah. Let's just get some Mora. We're always gonna need more Mora, so we might as well. Can you explain to us why you're promoting vaping to a young audience like us? I'm just getting that bag, man. Listen, I gotta make a living too.
Stand clear.
Observe. Do you fear the dark? Do you fear the dark?
How much did Big Vape pay you?
Defensive mode.
Not enough, man.
Go claw. Animal test 63 of
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Okay, we have spent our resin. It's always not enough. That's true. Big Vape, it is just Volati.
Thank you for
Wait, you're actually so right. Am I full on Battle Pass? I am. Okay, bet. Can you check the minus 15k, please? Fine. No. We already turned this one down, I think, didn't we? It's bigger now, is it? Okay, let's try it then. I guess that works. I guess that is big enough. I just like the color. What, the tier 5 color? I mean, that's the default like low tier color for on tier maker, right? No, it's not. But it's like the logical progression of the low tier color on tier maker, right? Because it's like, wait. Yeah. Because the gradient goes from red to green, and like the next step is more green and then blue. It's also the color they use for on Pridwin, right? Chat, light blue means bad. That's just what this is all about. Should we take a look at some more creator experience Durin videos? And not just Durin, but like videos in general. Also, chat, what in the fuck is this? Why is this in my recommended? Left ear, Michael Jackson, Beat It. Right ear, Inabakumuri, Lag Drain. What? What the hell? Now you have to click it? Alright. I mean, I'm kind of curious now. Okay. Vocals plus flute. What the fuck, man? Okay, I think that's enough of that, man. Yeah. Oh no, I've ruined my recommended now, didn't I? Ah, shit. Why did I click on that? Not interested. All I want for Christmas is you, but every chord change there is a metal pipe falling sound. Not interested. Indian man sings Unravel full song HD. Not interested. Imagine Dragons feats Jid enemy opening title version from Arcane. From Arcane official visualizer. Not interested. Alright, what is this? Oh god. What the fuck is this? That's... Yeah. Okay, that was not intentional. My bad. No. Your community is so great. True. Um... Okay. Oh my god, I've reached friendship 10 with 4 characters? That's crazy. Why is the stream silent? Silent? Is that a Slay the Spire reference? Oh my god! Should I play Slay the Spire instead of Genshin today? Yes, everyone's saying yes. You guys all say yes, but then I start playing Slay the Spire and you leave. Okay? So stop it. I'm not getting baited anymore. I refuse. No more. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, what is lore at this point, man? What the fuck is lore at this point, man? You're just gonna play it off stream anyways? True. Chat, I climbed to Ascension 20 on the Hermit. When was the stream where we played like Ascension 2 on the Hermit? Like 4 days ago? I got to A20 now. Are you okay? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Anyways, chat, let's take a look at this. Fuck it. Take a look at some creator experience server videos. Will the new Mavuika plunge combo work on the upcoming So boss? Okay, what are people talking about with Mavuika plunge combos? Like, is that an actual thing? It's not, right? Like, it's just people that are... It will be? Is it just to take advantage of the blessing or something? Also, it does not look like... How are they jumping high enough to plunge? Is it hitbox? Okay. There's no fucking naked people here. Good. Thank you, Billy, for not assaulting my eyes with naked people doing weird poses today. I appreciate that. Yeah, so... Wait a second. Can you pre-buffer things during plunge and lag? Oh no. Is there actually something there? Maybe the title was not accurate, chat. Here's the problem, though. There is no good place to try these combos, because I don't think there's a single place in Natlan that allows you to jump high. Right. So you'll have to do it in actual combat if you want to figure it out. Or maybe you do it on a slope. The peas are popping, by the way. Ah, damn. That's annoying. Went over the same boss. Well, doing it against enemies in general is going to be a lot more annoying. Fine, chat. Let's go try it. Let's go try it. I guess we might as well fucking put the overlay back now, right? Since... So...
Stray clouds converge. Pyroclastic surge.
No. Because I don't know what inputs are doing. I have to figure it out.
Make way for the light of the blazing sun.
I can't figure it out.
Stray clouds converge. Wrath from the skies. Make way for the pyroclastic surge.
Does her plunge multiplier get anything from burst? No, so it's probably not good. But
Seize the skies. Light
the
of
new boss does
blazing
reward
sun.
jumping, so... Isn't it just CD space? I don't think so. Maybe it is. I'll try that.
Clouds converge. Wrath from the skies.
Doesn't seem like it. Maybe I'm doing it too early, though.
Make way for the pyroclastic surge.
I don't... You know, cancel her plunge animation by doing charge attack early? I think that's what they're doing, but I don't understand what the inputs are supposed to be.
Wrath from the skies.
Maybe a normal attack? I don't think so.
Seize the
Maybe.
skies. Pyroclastic surge.
No. Because they get it. They get the charge attack out a lot faster. Right, like if we go back to looking at the... Like, look at how quickly the charge attack comes out.
Make
Would
way
the local
for
legend be
wrath
better
from
for
the skies.
testing? No.
Seize the skies. Light of the blazing sun.
In the video, they're plunging without Chanyeon. That shouldn't change anything. It'll change their jump height, but it won't change anything that happens between the plunge input and the next jump.
exploration and make way for the pyroclastic surge. Seize the skies. Wrath from the skies.
It's like, it feels like it's slower. Chad, stop telling me to go to a fucking Regis Vine, okay? I'm not gonna be able to. It's like... It's like you're telling someone who's fucking trying to learn how to skate, try going to play hockey against fucking Wayne Gretzky, buddy. Maybe you'll figure something out from that. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Make way for the light of the blazing sun.
What? Like, is there some... You know what? Maybe there just isn't any, like, fancy combos. Maybe this is just, like, jump, plunge, dash, charge. Like, what if that's just what it is?
Seize the skies. Wrath from the skies.
I don't know. Maybe it's just that. It's fucking dog shit anyways, so who cares? But, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is probably good for the boss, right? Can we get the reactions to line up well consistently? That's the question, right? Seeing Mavuika with Joel is always so funny. Yeah, it is. Also, I know I donowalled you. I did see your recommendation. I just, like, haven't actually watched any anime since you recommended it to me. It's next on my to-watch list. It's just... Yeah. It is what it is. Okay, let me just get, like, batteries. Sucrose. Let's get Chanyeon. Let's get Mavuika. And let's get... Just like Undertale next game you would play. Yeah. I have to also play Look Outside, because Dut's been telling me to fucking play it for so long. I gave in and I bought it, but I have yet to play it.
I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs.
Yeah, sure.
Stray clouds converge. Light of the blazing sun.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not it. Jesus Christ.
Burn it down.
Okay.
Absorption test.
Please give me the burst. There we go. You fucking idiot! Stupid ass!
Stand clear. Absorption test.
Make way for the
Kinda don't want to hit with this.
pyroclastic surge.
What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, okay, I don't know. This seems like a very not ideal thing. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to actually do it against the boss. Probably not. Uh... Meta-wise, should I pull for Durin or wait for Columbina? I have all meta characters except for Varessa. They're both fine. Like, it's up to you.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light.
Is their plunge multiplier at least better than charge and finisher? No, it's worse.
Except we call that light.
The reason why you don't want to do this is because it allows you to get the, like, 600 attack buff from the new boss if you don't have another character to bring to it. Right? But it feels awful to do. How many are they getting here? Wait, also... They're not even vaping the good hits. Okay, fuck you, Billy. Whatever. It's fine. So they get 1, 2, 3, 4. They get 4. That's so bad. Right? So they get a plunge, a charge, a dash, 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 that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just straight up 4. 4 charge attacks, 4 plunges, 4 dashes. When the plunge attack, right, is about as much as an unbuffed finisher from the burst. Based on the description, they're doing plunge into dash buffered CA like in the CDC combo. Yeah, I tried to do it and I couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure out the inputs.
Hope.
I don't know if it's worth doing though, honestly.
Full throttle.
Maybe I can go to Natlan with Infinite Night Soul and try to figure out, like, on a slope what the inputs are after a plunge. So it's like... No. Oh. Is it just that simple? Wait, I think it's pretty simple, actually. Okay, I did it too... Was that too early or too late there? That was too early, right? Did it... Yeah, okay, it's this. No, that was bad. That was bad. that was too... Was that really too early? Fuck. Struggling to do more than 2 in a row. The fact that I have to fucking move forward to keep the slope so I can jump high enough to plunge to is really annoying. No, I fucked it up there. That was really bad. What's up, Arnold? I fucked it up there. We got 3 in a row there, though. That's not bad. I got 4 in a row there, I think. Why not use the plunge balls in Fontaine? Because the plunge balls in Fontaine doesn't give you infinite Night Soul to practice this.
Burn it down! Full throttle!
All right, Arnold, why are you asking that question as if any of us fucking knew how to read? You think we know the title of these books? I hope you're doing well today. I wonder if the animal resonance is changing the timing. That would be really funny. Okay, not that bad, not that bad. I'm getting used to it.
Rise with the sun!
Oops. Okay, that's fucking terrible. Okay. Never mind. I said I was getting used to it, and because of that, I'm not used to it anymore. Yeah. So you have to start inputting your charge attack basically as soon as you land and then dash, right? Yeah. Tell me there isn't a plunge Mavuika combo. It's not a good combo in general. But it will be a good combo for the boss that gives you infinite attack when you jump next patch.
Burn it down!
No, this is really hard though. This is way easier than Dragon Strike. Yes and no. The timing is more forgiving, but the input combination is more complicated. Nah.
Rise with the sun!
this is fucking awful to do, though. I'm not gonna be recommending that. I'm pretty sure you're Are you gonna get more DPS just spamming dash plunge like this? Oops. I feel like you might, honestly. But, like, also at that point, I'm pretty sure you'll get more damage doing this. With a C6 Bennett. I'm pretty sure this is just more damage. Alright, because the plunge is 316. And it's kind of slower. The normal attack plunge at talent level 10. Oops. Clicked on the wrong character. Is 368. It's more motion value. It comes out faster. In case you weren't aware, Fischl can snapshot the plunge buff. I was assuming she could. Because she snapshots so early into her animation that sometimes it's a problem for Bennett buff. So I assumed she'd be able to snapshot the buff as well from the thingy. Are you asking us to level Mavuika normal attack talent? I'm asking you to play someone else. That's what I'm asking you to do. Alright. Flynn's plunge, true. Lovely. Based on my testing, Flynn should be able to get buff on the first hit of his mini burst, but not the second. Wait, really? You think he'll be able to get it on the first one? Because we know he can get it on the second one if he jumps after mini burst. So are you telling me that Pogo Flynn's is going to be able to actually get the buff on both hits? If you jump, burst, jump? Oh, that would be so fucking funny. That would be so fucking funny, actually. Oh, that would be hilarious. Wait, that's actually insane. But Flynn's can't plunge, so you just do a normal ass jump? Yes, you do. Oh boy. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Child can plunge either? Yeah, but I don't think it matters for child. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Children don't matter, Zajef77. What? Oh, right, because it's child. Good one. Okay, chat. We got fucking stunlocked a little by the Mavuika plunge thing, but let's get back to what we were doing. Alright? Let's take a look at some creator experience driven stuff. Okay. They don't yap, so let's just keep our playlist going. Hello travelers! This video will showcase Durin's team against 2 SO bosses and Fearless. Okay. Ictomosaurus, they do Venticary, Yoimiya, Chlorinde, Arlecchino, and Lenny. Lenny, Albedo, Durin, Chilonen. Huh. I guess that makes sense as a team. Hmm. Okay. They start with Arlecchino. This team depends on Arlecchino climbing Zhongli's pillar. Huh. Why are they not using their E? Maj. Okay. Well, that seems fun. Why the Albedo burst there? Dude, why is their damage so low? What are these 30Ks on Sig? Most builds are below average, okay. Like 11K? I guess the boss does have resistance. But like, damn. They do have 55 shred with Zhongli plus Durin here.
Adventuring is right up my...
Okay, does the boss go back up after a minute? Probably, right? Yeah, it does. Oh, it takes so long to shield, actually. Yeah, if you don't have a way to hit it while it's up like this, I think you're definitely cooked. Also, if you do end up laying Arlecchino, it's time to pull out the Entussi. Entussi is a good combo for application. So if you want to do just shield breaking, Entussi is good. Sunfire hits it while it's in the air. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's the build with Sig, right? Yeah, I see. That's like not a great build. I see. Yeah. Sunfire's Kirk time? Klugi. Surely it doesn't have 130 crowd resistance. Oh, okay. I was like... Okay. Venti is the main DPS in this team. Okay. So, is this... I assume they are using Sig on Venti here, so it should be a lot faster. Why the charge attack? I guess... Yeah. Wait, why are the tornadoes still there? DPC, you don't need to fully charge the charge attack for DPC, so you don't want to do a fully charged one because it's really bad. They missed anyways. Yeah. It does look a lot faster. That makes sense, though. Yeah, the gameplay is not ideal. It's fine. Alright. That's cool. Yeah, what's the Venti build? Oh my god. The 2x speed shortcut isn't working. Okay. That's with a crit weapon? Yeah, these builds are so bad. Holy shit. Okay. Then we got Yoimiya. Holy. Does Yoimiya break 30% team DPS here? With Thundering Pulse, I think she does, yes. We got cryoed. We're not breaking 30% anymore. I wonder if Chevreur's Burst can actually hit the shield if you aim it well. Because there's a lot of application if it lands, right? Okay. Okay, then they do Chlorine. How do they break the shield? Is it just with Durin stuff? They use Chlorine Burst? Oh! I forgot she can aim upwards with her guns. Holy shit. Wait, that's kind of insane. Maybe she is the goat. What the fuck? Okay. That's cool. 77? Alright, then Linny. I apologize beforehand because of the awkward rotation. Oh boy. In addition, the enemy floating around makes it hard to use Linny's skill and burst on them. Does the enemy just not hit you while it does the shield? No, it does. There's a cryo aura now. I guess it's the tornadoes. Oh, that skill was not. Based. So true. So true. Holy. Oh my god, they landed a charge shot. Let's fucking go! Why are they aiming at the cat? I understand aiming at the ground and all, but like it feels like they're going out of their way to aim at the cat. Bro is an Amber main for sure. True. Anyways, that's enough of that. Okay. Bro, the fact you can get these numbers with these scuffed ass builds is hilarious, man. Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright. Let's look at another one. The HP bar isn't moving. We don't talk about that. Do you think you can hit 1 mil plunges with your Versa? No, probably not. This is probably on Sig. Right? Yeah. Should we watch Gacha Gamer's video on the witches? VOD friend reminder? Okay. Thank you.
Hexerite buffs. Although some of these units have new powerful buffs that work without a second Hexerite character, which is pretty interesting and can lead to some new comps.
Why would you say that while Razor is on screen, buddy? Come on.
Buffs that work without a second Hexerite character, which is pretty interesting and can lead to some new comps. And so, in this video, I will briefly cover every single Hexerite unit, showcase their new powers, and share some build and
Video's a bit loud.
team ideas for each of them. Okay, so starting with Mona, her new buff is
77.
really powerful and game-changing. As long as she's in a team with another Hexerite unit, which could be one of these Mondstadt characters shown here, including Durin, her normal attacks and charge attacks will now build these stacks called Astral Glow of Mercury. She could obtain a maximum of 3 stacks, which you can also track here, and then whenever anybody in the team besides Mona triggers Vaporize reaction, all stacks will be consumed, and for each one, vape damage will be increased by 5% or 15% total. And by testing this out, this 15% max stack buff roughly translates to actually
Is his voice AI? Yes, Gacha Gamer is an AI voice.
10% higher vaporized damage, as you can see here with Mavuika. It's a pretty decent improvement.
Where is he from again? He mentioned it at some point in a video we watched a while ago. Lithuania? Yeah, I think it was that. It was a like northeastern Europe. I thought it was Latvia, but it might be Lithuania, yeah. Maybe the AI voices are based on him. True! One of the 3 people from Lithuania.
But the real big buff she got has to do with this next part. So once she casts her burst, normally the Omen
Chat, I can't wait for the fucking Quebec region. Dude, I'm gonna pop off on the Quebec lore. Trust. Trust. I'm gonna pop the fuck off. Quebec has lore? Yeah. Quebec does have lore.
debuff, which
Share some with us right now. No, it's a secret. Xenophobia is actually a very large part of the Quebec identity, so I can't tell you. I'm not allowed. Like, you guys think I'm saying it as a joke, but like, straight up, like, I'm only half joking. Like, one of the most like known quotes in the collective consciousness of the people of Quebec is a quote from a politician blaming immigrants for losing an election. And it's like, as well known in Quebec as like, I don't know, what would be the equivalent in like America? Trump Mexicans quote? No, because that's just like, that's contemporary politics, which is kind of different. I'm talking about things that happened a while ago that are actually like ingrained into the collective consciousness. Like, it's as well known, like, that quote is as well known as, like, I have a dream from MLK in America. Like, that's the level of like, collective consciousness penetration that the quote has. Anyways, that's sad. It is. It is sad.
gives 60% damage boost only lasts for 5 seconds. And this was really only just useful for nuke showcases in the old days, since it didn't have a good practical use in longer fights. Well, let me introduce you to the Hexerite buff change. Now when the burst is deployed and Mona uses normal or charge attacks against enemy with Omen debuff, she will extend its duration by 2 seconds per hit to the max of 8 seconds. And honestly, her new rotation is just use the skill, burst, and then deliver exactly 4 normal attacks and swap out. The burst now gains additional 8-second duration, although technically since she spends about 1-2 seconds doing her 4 normals, it's effectively gaining 6 or 7-second duration, and so in total, Omen will now last for around 12 seconds. This is basically now the same duration as Benny's burst. So yeah, in short,
Don't say it.
with another Hexerai unit, Mona will allow other teammates to hit for higher vape damage. Granted, this will happen once unless she stays on the field, and then Omen will last for much longer. But what about her teams? Did anything change? Well, her Hydra application still remains lacking if she's not an on-field driver. But there is one really new strong team with Mulani, which also includes Sucrose, and then any good Pyro applicator like Mavuika, Durin, or Pyro MC. Basically how it works is that you set up with Mona some
What is that? What is that? What is this
Her
rotation
Hydra
here?
application
What are we
still
doing?
remains lacking if she's not an on-field driver. But there is one really new strong team with Mulani,
Actually, no,
which
it's
also
fine.
includes Sucrose, and then any good pyro applicator like Mavuika, Durin, or Pyro
God, using Durin here though. Dies of dies.
MC. Basically how it works is that you set up with Mona some Hydra application, then swap to Sucrose to shred resistance.
I do feel like the numbers are really fucking low. Like, is this an attack buff with Sith or something? I feel like it's supposed to be higher than this.
With Vivi set, and then go to Mulani and she starts hitting
Maybe it's just creator experience artifact quality though.
for over 420k vape damage. Nice. This team, however, lacks healing, so you can give Mona something like Prototype Amber, which will heal from its passive, and even slap on her Songs of Days Past artifact set. Other than that, you can also use her easily in Dark Durin on-field team with someone like Farina, Yelan, or Xingqiu, so they can enable
It's creator experience server, right? We saw that 130 crit damage on, like, you know. The artifacts aren't fixed. Like, from what I understand, from what I've been told from people who are in the creator experience server, the characters come pre-geared with, like, artifact sets with, like, given subs. Kind of like how the trial characters all have the same substats on stuff, right? But you have access to the game, so you can farm for better artifacts if you want, and you have infinite like fragile resin and shit. So it's not that you can't get characters built in creator experience, is that it requires additional work.
consistent vapes for Durin, or you can go for a team like
I thought the artifacts you get are based on your main account. That's not creator experience. Because creator experience, they give you an unlocked account that has everything. Yeah, that's beta, I think.
this, where Mona stays on field and keeps applying Hydro for Dark Durin, while other two units can be flexible supports. Like here, I use Shalonen and Albedo. Finally, I also tried out this team with Flints, Inefa, and Durin. It seemed to work fine, although I suspect keeping Lunar Charge becomes challenging without doing some weird rotations. So it's an alright team comp for fun. But still, Mona's long Omen duration can be quite useful for any
Okay, buddy, you are supposed to E on Mona right before you swap the Flints, not
also
at the
tried out
very
this
beginning
team
of
with
your
flexible
rotation.
supports. Like here, I use Shalonen and Albedo. Finally,
come
I
on,
also
we
tried out
we
this
can do
team
better.
with Flints, Inefa, and Durin. It seemed to work fine, although I suspect keeping
bro didn't even show the Mona E. He did it before the clip even
Lunar
started.
Charge becomes challenging without doing some weird rotations. So it's an alright team comp for fun. But still, Mona's long Omen duration can be quite useful for any team these days. Treat her now as 60% damage boost, plus if it's an attack scaler, you can give her Thrilling Tales and Tenacity artifact set. Now, as for her constellations, each of them have also been buffed, and since she's a standard unit, it's possible, as you can see,
skip
after
the
a
explanation
evade damage by
here.
about 15%, which is as having 50 stupid 5k damage with the
Okay,
build
wait,
shield.
C6 Mona, I'm
Next,
curious
and you
what
are
bro-
like
what bro is saying.
20%, but overall, C4 Mona is a big upgrade for these teams, and you can treat her C4 as a serious contender for best in slot support. Finally, at C6, she previously had to do this stupid dashing to power up her charge attacks, but now, once Omen is deployed, she gains those charges every second up to 3 times, and in addition, her charge attack is literally doubled. What this means is that now we can play Mona as a Hydro carry. I tried her out in this team of Albedo, Shalonen, and Xiangling, and as you can see, she can hit for 250 to 275k damage with the build shown here. It's a rough build, but it works. Still, I would say C6 is still a bit janky to play, since her dashes can apply Hydro and remove Pyro Aura accidentally.
Yeah, the biggest problem with C6 Mona is that you can't take advantage of the C2, because in order to get your charge attacks to vape, which is what you want, you can't be doing normal attacks. And it's just cooked as hell. Like, I think there was one charge attack here that lined up.
I would say C6.
Well, yeah, this charge attack vaped because of good RNG, basically.
Is still a bit janky to
So
play.
you just have to spam charge attack instead, and she doesn't have a mechanic to reduce the stamina cost of her charge attack, so it's gonna feel really bad to do.
Since her dashes can apply Hydro and remove Pyro Aura accidentally, her charge attacks can consume stamina, so you then rely on those coordinated charges to randomly strike when she spams normals. And I would say, all in all, she's definitely not as strong as Mulaney, but can work as a pretty good Hydro carry at C6. Overall, to fully utilize Mona's extended Omen duration, she will rely on having another Hextech unit in the team, and usually her best Hextech pairings will be with Durin, Albedo, Fischl, and Sucrose. And I think the biggest winners here will be Durin and Mulaney, but Mona can be used with another Hextech to help provide strong buffs for other DPS carries. So yeah, Mona got revived and she's pretty strong now. Now, Fischl is quite simple. I won't spend too much time on her. Basically, when with another Hextech unit in the team and Oz is deployed on the field, whenever anybody triggers Overloaded, Fischl and the active unit will gain 22.5% attack boost. And if Electro Charge or Lunar Charge...
Chat, how bad would Mona be as the last slot in Mavuika teams? I didn't look into it very much, but maybe it's not bad. Since her app is so dog shit. And Mavuika uptime is short enough that swapping to Seat Lolly after Mona shouldn't be too bad. Like, you might still be able to... Let me take a look, actually. Who is the second witch? Oh yeah, that's a problem. You're right. I forgot. Who is the second witch? Albedo? Sucrose? You're not getting a Pyro Swirl. So Sucrose won't be very good. Yeah, never mind. It's cooked. It's cooked. Never mind. It's cooked.
Is triggered, then they also both gain 90 EM boost. And get this, if you have her C6 unlocked, then those Hextech buffs are doubled, so it goes to 45% attack and 180 EM. Pretty crazy. Just keep in mind, even if Fischl triggers Overloaded by summoning Oz, she will not snapshot that attack buff for herself. So the only way to gain attack or EM boost on her would require her to deploy Oz once, and then while she still has those buffs, snapshot them by redeploying him with
Wait, what? Really?
buff for herself. So the only way to gain attack or EM boost on her would require her to deploy Oz once, and then while she still has those buffs, snapshot them by redeploying him with burst.
Is that true?
Or skill. Then use her burst.
Because we were told it was dynamic. Did the leakers lie?
And now it would have the attack.
He doesn't show any comparison of the
and
setup
or
that
EM
does
buff.
this and a
Is it
setup
worth
that
it?
doesn't.
Not really. It's more important for the main carry, but you can sometimes set it up this way. But yeah, with these new buffs, Fischl and Drin become a pretty
I guess I'll have to test it on release.
strong core for any Overloaded or Overvape team, since with Overvape, she can grant both buffs to the active DPS carry. I mean, Fischl was always great, but this new Hextech update just made her better. Now, Sucrose is in a similar situation as Fischl. Her Hextech buffs are very short and sweet, although I would say her upgrade is probably one of the most irrelevant out of all the Hextech units. In short, now with another Hextech teammate, when she uses her skill, everyone gains 5.7% damage boost for 50.
If you didn't know it was changed, you wouldn't even think to test that. I would. Because, like, Fischl getting a buff that she cannot activate until after she has her skill. Like, if it isn't dynamic, why does she buff herself, right? So, like, I would test that. That's the first thing I would test, actually.
15 seconds, and 7.1% damage boost for 20 seconds when burst is used. On top of that, at C6, when her burst absorbs either Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo, teammates of that element gain additional 8.5% damage boost. Still, the best selling point of Sucro's
I hope it's just that he assumed it wasn't dynamic and didn't test it. Because otherwise, that's cooked as hell.
nowadays is her extremely short rotation. Basically, you just use skill and sometimes do one normal attack and swap out. That's it. It's really rare these days you'd want to use her burst, especially since it could mess up rotations for Vape or Melt teams. So in reality, usually it's just going to be a small 5.7% damage boost for all. I mean, it's better than nothing. And as for the burst, I guess if you run her in a Electro Charge or Lunar Charge team as a driver, then sure, she can grant up to 21.3% damage boosting, so for the old school taser teams, yeah, it's not bad. Overall, not super relevant, but a decent little buff she got. But the best thing about it is that she is treated as Hexerai, which can help enable others' abilities, plus she brings her own powerful buffing, which existed this whole time. The last 4-star of the Hexerai bunch is Razor, and long story short, he is really good now. Like, I would say probably one of the best 4-star damage dealers, although there is a huge catch. So, besides being a physical / electro DPS, Razor had huge energy problems, and he quickly faded into obscurity after the game released. Doesn't matter because even in 2021, I fully crowned him and he was my main guy for some time. Other than that, he briefly gained a bit of relevance in Sumeru when you could play him in this abomination of a team called Thundering Fury. But with the short sad boy history trivia out of the way, now that he received big buffs, what changed? Well, his elemental burst damage received a chunky 70% boost based on his attack, and he doesn't need another Hexerai unit for this to work, although he badly needs another Hexerai unit in order to function well, as you'll see in a moment. So he
Does he not need Hexerai for this, actually? Because, like, it's in the Witch passive. It's a sentence that follows when the party members includes at least 2 characters, he will gain the Hexerai Secret Rite effect. If this doesn't need Witch Resonance, it is horribly placed. It should be before. Like, why would you have... When you have Witch Resonance, you get X passive. Also, you get Y passive, and then the description of X passive after. Why would you sandwich that in between the two like that? That's so stupid. That is so dumb. God, that's... What a stupid fucking... Oh my god.
badly needs another Hexerai unit in order to function well, as you'll see in a moment. So, what else? Well, in addition, now when he receives Electro Sigils during burst and they overflow, he will release an AoE attack based on 150% of his attack stat, and more importantly, he will recover 7 energy. This whole buff does require another Hexerai unit to be active, although I would say this buff does not matter unless you have his C6. Let me explain. So, the final updated change is located in his last constellation. Now, his charge up normal attack creates 3 sigils, and during burst, his skill also generates 3 sigils. And like always, he can consume these sigils by simply casting the burst initially. And when they are consumed, now his C6 also gives him 10% critical rate boost, and get this, 50% critical damage. So, straight up, he gains 70% crit value. Now, I don't want to delve too deep into how his sigils work because here's a very simple rotation to fully utilize everything. Just start with Razor by using either his charge up normal attack to apply Electro and gain 3 sigils, or
Ha! Outdated rotation! Ha! Didn't use the holdie! Ha!
the skill.
Sorry.
Then swap to other supports, set up buffs,
That
and
was
then when you
rude.
swap back, simply use his burst, which consumes the 3 sigils he created previously, and use the skill immediately afterwards. Then just spam his attacks, and whenever the skill cooldown is over, use it as well. You should be able to use 2 skills during his burst, which results in 14 extra energy he will generate, which is super important because remember, during burst, he doesn't gain particles from the skill. And also, when he consumes those 3 sigils when using the burst initially, he immediately regains 15 energy. energy. So effectively, he can get back 29 energy just like that. Now, I cannot stress this enough, but you really want to dash cancel out of his skill and always dash cancel out of the 4th normal attack because they both have very long animations, and his DPS drops massively if you let them play out. To me, that's not a problem, but he does have that 1.0 jank in him. Still, when it comes to his best teams, there's really only 2 that help him achieve modern DPS standards. First one would be with Durin, Benny, and Chevy. You really badly need Benny to be C6, so Razor can spam infused pyro attacks and cause overloads in the process. Without C6 Benny, Razor's damage simply nosedives. I would also say the same goes for Chevy. She definitely helps elevate Razor's damage when she's C6. Without it, it also suffers, but not as badly as without C6 Bennett's provided Pyro Infusion. However, what if you don't have Durin? Well, a less powerful alternative.
Did I end up looking at any non-Shogar's teams when I looked at Razor stuff? I don't remember. Because, like, if you don't have C6 Shogar's, I wonder if replacing her for someone else is good. Yeah, like you could use Farina. You're already forced into 20-second rotations. And it would make you vape Durin. You looked at physical with Farina. I'm not talking about no Bennett. I'm talking about, like, you still do C6 Bennett. You could do Farina instead of Shogar's. You could do... What else could you do? Honestly, you could do Albedo, right? Albedo would kind of pop off, I feel. Wait, chat, does Albedo's thing affect elemental damage or all damage? Does it buff Razor's physical damage for people who don't have Bennett C6? I actually don't know. Chat, don't be weird, please. I don't remember. Yeah, it does. It also affects physical normal attacks. That's funny. So technically, Albedo is a character that can buff Razor if you don't have C6 Bennett. Both the physical and the electro damage. Maybe I should take a look at some Razor teams that don't use Shogar's, honestly. If you look at Razor teams without Bennett, I've looked at them a little bit, but I didn't find anything good. Who's a cryo option in Razor Physical? I don't think you want one. I think you straight up give up on Superconduct, because it's not worth it. None of the cryos are helpful enough.
Alternative, but still a very good replacement would be Fischl. Remember, she's Hextry, and causing overloads with her on the team will grant Razor 45% attack boost, and she will also provide good off-field damage. So yeah, these two teams are the only ones I would recommend running with the Wolf Boy if you want to achieve some big damage. I guess using him in Albedo, Farina, and Benny team could also be decent, but not as consistent as the other two comps. Besides that, Razor doesn't really have a good artifact set. You could use any of the ones I listed here, but
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Fair
overall,
enough.
they are all about the same. Some are slightly worse. And as for main stats, attack stance, attack or either strong pyro or electro goblet is fine, but I prefer just using attack goblet since his damage is both pyro and electro with C6 Benny.
Electro Goblet is way better.
And then of course, circlet is either crit rate or crit damage. As for claymores, there's a bunch of them, but really, he also doesn't use one specific good claymore. Any 5-star is usually a stat stick. Beacon is probably the best one, but
He just ends up with way too much attack, right? You have Power Resonance, Noblesse, Bennett buff. Chevaliers buff. That's way too much.
Redhorn is also really good. And then 4-star options could be Tidal Shadow or Mailed Flower. So yeah, Razor, or should I say C6 Razor, is quite strong as you can see here. His hits aren't very big, but he unleashes tons of them. And I do like his dash cancel playstyle. But he is one of those guys who badly needs C6 Benny. And then
Does Razor's burst count as burst damage or normal attack damage? It counts as burst damage. That's why Glad is not very good.
gains further improvements with Durin or C6 Fischl and C6 Chevy. So niche options to build him, but if you have those units at specific constellation levels, it is pretty clear that Razor is really good now. Ah yes, the Drunken Bard.
Chat, should we actually do some more Razor TC stuff? Try to figure out some more non-Chevaliers Razor stuff. Was this the latest updated one? I think so, right? I think so, yeah. What set was this? I don't see a two-piece attack. Ah, that's gilded. Okay. All right. So let's put this here. This here. And this here. And let's take a look at what happens when we remove the Chevalier's buff. Right? So we lose the 40% attack. We lose the damage percent. I average it at 50, right? Yeah. We also lose it on Durin. We lose the attack on Durin. As well. And we lose the shred. So it's 125 now. Okay. So we lose about 30k damage from Chevalier's not being here. Is there anyone else that makes 30k damage for this team? Oh yeah, actually, how much is he on San? First, let me just copy this down so I won't have to reset everything. Eon San C6 plus 30 plus 810 plus... Are we getting the 25? Probably not, right? So plus 40 plus 40. We get plus 40 here. I gotta remove the 12 from scroll as well. Okay. Should be it. Yeah, it's quite a bit behind here. Razor damage is pretty similar, but Durin damage falls off a lot. That makes sense. What about Albedo? So if we go Albedo, 42 damage, 12 on Bennett, 42 on Durin. And then Albedo personal damage is going to be at like about 20k. I guess this won't be too far behind, huh? Okay, that's cool. Okay, what about Farina? Did I have anything with Farina previously? I know I looked at Farina, but I don't know if I looked at Farina with Bennett or not. I did. Huh. Yeah, it's just alright, I guess, right? Oh, that's wrong, actually. I didn't include any vapes on... Wait, that's... This says Durin, but these are Albedo numbers. What's going on here? That's not Durin. This is Albedo's base defense. These are... Let's fix this. Don't know how that happened, but okay. Alright, so what do we have here? We... Sure. Yeah, I think. No. Okay. Damage percent. We've got Farina. We've got... Right now I'm not on Goblet. Why does it say Fav on Bennett, even? Dude, what the fuck even happened here? Whatever. So we got Wolfang. We got Scroll. Probably go Scroll, Bennett, Noblesse, Durin. Right? We've got 20% as well. Yeah. Crit value, 98.4, 62.2, 20 times 6.6. And... what was the last one? Wolfang, so 27.6 times 2, 16. Crit multiplier. Sure. EM. Sure. EM multiplier. That's wrong. No, it's right. No, yeah, this is supposed to be 2000. There we go. Yeah. Effective attack, pyro. And then we'll also have vape times EM multiplier. Then we'll also have the downtime. Minus, we don't have noblesse anymore. Times EM multiplier, overload proc. Bro, something went deeply wrong in this calc. It's fine. Motion value, what do we have? Characters, Durin, talents. Okay, so unvaped we have 163.9, 190.1, and then 160.9 times 5. Times 1 plus minimum of 75%. 3% of total attack divided by 100. Okay. Then on the vape, this is 202.2. This is 179.5. We also have 5 of these. Times 1.5 because it gets vaped. Then unvaped. No. Yeah, unvaped, unbuffed. 160.9 times 20-second rotation. 18 hits total. Sure. So 4. And 160.9 times 4 times 1.5. Number of overloads should be like maybe 4-ish. We have the shred times 1.125. Chat, this might be better actually. Oh my. Wait, maybe the Farina version is better. Interesting. What if you go Nahida? You could go for a Dendro, yeah. But you have, I don't think your Electro is fast enough. I don't think you're gonna get good quick enough time. But Razor does apply to you on his E. So maybe TF Razor can do something here. Maybe TF Razor can do something here. Oh. No, I think your Pyro Up is too fast. Because Razor is also applying Pyro. Let's go try it, I guess. So Razor, Bennett, Durin placeholder.
You want me on your team?
Nahida. You're also not getting the upside of Fischl, but maybe you just bring Fischl instead, huh? And if you bring Fischl, you could use Emilie instead of Nahida. Hmm. Do I have a portable waypoint? No. Let's go make one. I think I have the stuff I need to make one. I think I got more than I needed last time I farmed for it. Yeah. When do we get the keyboard real-time button map thing? We got it yesterday so that we could fucking show Mavuika combos properly. Oops. Now I'm being exposed on how often I press dash just like as a tick when dash inputs don't make you dash. Cooked. It's cooked. Anyways, let's see how reactions are here. I do think it's not gonna work well. Also, let me give Razor some energy.
Teamwork is drip.
We're getting aggravates here. No aggravates here.
Get back!
Yeah. We're barely getting any. So we'll definitely need Fischl if we want to make this work.
In the name of the odds reveal. Grow. Sharing my knowledge. Let's light it up. Everybody.
As you wish. Keep back! Get back!
Maybe it's fine. I don't know. The fact Razor doesn't lend itself well to the Fischl rotations is a little cooked, though. Will you become a non-default weighing Zandy after the reputation change is coming? Do you think I use the default glider because I don't have the other ones? The only one I don't have is the fucking Selenic Chronicles one. And I guess the PlayStation one as well. I have them, I just don't use them.
Teamwork is drip. By Royal.
Get back!
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it works that well. I think the uptime just doesn't line up very well. Right? Fischl doesn't really like 20-second rotations, and Razor doesn't really like 25-second rotations. Maybe you could do sack bow Fischl with two Oz uptimes, but that seems a little sus, honestly. Yeah. So the biggest upside from bringing an Electro is that you get to aggravate, but getting to aggravate doesn't actually help you that much. Or sorry, yeah, from bringing a Dendro. Getting to aggravate doesn't help you that much on Razor unless you're also bringing Fischl. And if you are, your rotations kind of get weird, so I don't think it's going to be good. So what the fuck do you do? Like, Hmm. What if we bring Mona and you go back to the Dendro stuff? No, that's gonna be complete dog shit, actually. Razor's uptime is too long to work well with Mona. Right?
This is destiny.
Light it up! Wrath from the sky!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Delved into destiny. Decided by destiny.
Okay, my hold E didn't work, but it's fine. Right, like, look at how little uptime we get on the Bennett if we do this. It's just way too cooked. Oh, Razor's Hydra buff increases their threat? Barely. Although... Wait, give me a second, I'll be right back. I'll think about it, though. Chat, I figured it out. Chat, I figured it out. Chat, I figured it out. Chat, I figured it out.
Reconstitute! Everybody stand back!
What am I doing?
Let's
I'm gonna
light
have to
it up.
restart. Although, I'm about to get really annoyed because I'm pretty sure Emily's thing aggroes the Drake from afar here. Yeah.
Neutralize!
Stupid character. Nice weapon you got there. Alright.
Extract! I'm going in!
Get back! Live!
Neutralize! This'll brighten up the place. Teamwork is dreamwork!
Oh yeah, this is definitely it, right? How bad is this gonna be, though? Huh. Huh. Hmm. I should be able to just do this now, right? Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. Right? It's like albedo.
Coming to be.
Reconstitute. Everybody stand.
Burst forth.
Huh? I'm going in.
Yeah, something like this, right? Let me check how many we can actually do. So I do the combos properly this time.
Live.
Extract. Let's light it up. Everybody.
1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Neutralize.
Coming to be.
Huh? Teamwork is drip.
Yeah, okay. So without immediate burst, we don't get to 20 seconds. So with immediate burst, we will. Right?
Burst forth.
Reconstitute. Huh? I'm going in.
Get back.
A little ambiance.
Live.
Huh?
And you probably alternate Emily and Razor Burst. And it's exactly 20 seconds. Yep. Okay, that's perfect. What if we don't bring TF? How many N3s were we getting there, by the way? Or how many N3s plus N1s were we getting? Was it 4? 4, N3, N1. N3D, N1, actually. I for war. Right, it was...
Huh? I'm going in.
So, E, then 1,
Get back.
2, 3. It's only 3. It's only 3. Okay. But we should be aggravating on every single Electro app, right? The biggest problem is that one of the upsides of bringing Emily in teams like this, which is that you get to get a better artifact set, doesn't actually work because you don't have enough burning up time for Reverie. It's definitely unfortunate. Anyways, what do I want to check now? Right, the no TF combo. What was it again?
Huh? Everybody stand.
Fuck.
Get back.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the no TF combo is that you don't get as many tap E's, right? You only get 2 instead of 3. Otherwise, you have to, like, wait too long, which is just cringe as hell.
I'm going in.
Get back.
Yeah, because, like, you don't want to have to wait for longer there.
Coming
meant to be.
Let's light it up.
So how much is that? I wonder if there's ever a world where you just go pure aggravate. And you just ditch the Bennett. Like, probably not, but what if? Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm fucking yapping right now. What did I want to do here? I forgot. Right, count the...
Reconstitute. Advent everybody step.
1, 2, 3, 4. We almost get a 5th one, right? So it's 5 and 3. Right? And you lose your -2 here. It's -2 on this one as well, though. And then 1E. The thing is, your electro application is more important in these teams, so I'm pretty sure the TF is going to be better. Yeah. But how many aggravates do we get? I have no fucking clue.
Extract. I'm going in.
Like, here we can't even tell. Because the stupid-ass Pyro Aura is preventing me from getting aggravates.
Get back.
The Pyro Shield. Thank you for the raid! Holy shit. Huge. Actually, we should get an aggravate on each overload, right? And actually a little bit more than that, right? Wait, let me put the TF set back on.
Reconstitute.
Why am I even doing this? I don't know.
Teamwork is drift.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be 10, I think. I think it's 10 plus the 2 extra from the new buffs, right? So it should be a total of 12, I think. I think so. I think it's this. What else we got? So we got, yeah, attack. We've got damage %, pyro, damage %, electro, damage %, physical. I guess we have 2. Total attack 2. We have EM. We have EM multiplier aggravate, EM multiplier overload. We have... Does Venti's new normals kill off his normal attack talent? Yes, they do. So you're going to need to level that if you want to play him as a carry. Ha! Did he do the IT? Klugi. Surely. Surely I have done the IT. Crit value, crit multiplier. E-attack. Pyro, E-attack. Electro, E-attack. Physical. I guess I should have E-attack Electro too. As well. Then we have... Aggravate, proc. Then motion value, pyro, motion value, electro, motion value, electro 2. Motion value, fizz. Number of aggravate, damage, pyro, damage, electro, damage, electro 2, damage, physical, damage, aggravate, damage, time, DPS. Yeah, the problem with these teams is we don't have any shred, right? Without Durin. That might be a bit too cooked, honestly. Right, because if you bring Durin instead of Albedo, you get basically no aggravates. Right? But if you bring Albedo, you don't get any shred. Yeah, this won't be ideal, huh? Oh yeah, I also need overload, proc. Number of overload. Damage, overload. Without the shred or defense multiplier. Alright. So, Razor. Okay. I don't really expect this to be that good the more I think about it, though. It's a cool team, but it's gonna have some problems. Like, no shred is a really big deal. Like, being able to do aggravate is really cool. But the fact you can't do that with Durin is fucking really bad, right? Oh well. 234, 510. Attack percent. So you probably do just Cinder City on someone, Noblesse on someone. Yeah. So we don't even have Power Resonance. Oh man, that's cooked. This might be an Attack Goblet team. Then we have substats, I guess. Damage Pyro. About that Klein burning low team with Durin, does it still work with Nahida? It does. It's just that Nahida doesn't do much. Like, her burst is a DPS loss, and if you're just using her skill, she doesn't do too much. But it's not bad. It is what it is. Anyways, damage percent Pyro, we have Razor. or sorry, we have Bennett C6, we have Razor's C1, we have Serpent Spine, we have Albedo. That's it. Then Electro. We don't have... Yeah, no, it's gonna be Electro Goblet for sure. Yeah, we have, like, no damage percent, huh? There's also TF, right? Yeah. And then for this... Oh, there's also Scroll, probably. Yeah, we don't have TF. We do have this. We do have this. We do have Serpent Spine. We do... Yeah, okay. EM, about 80. EM multiplier aggravate is 5 times EM divided by 1200 plus EM plus 1 plus 20% from TF. Overload, 16 times EM divided by 2000 plus EM plus 1 plus 40% from TF. Why is it showing so many digits? I have no idea. Okay. Crit value, 60, 62.2, 20 times 6.6, Serpent Spine, C6, C2. Okay. This is effective attack Pyro, effective attack Electro, effective attack Electro after Bennett buff runs out, effective attack Physical, which is always after Bennett buff runs out, Aggravate proc. What's the base damage for Aggravate again? 1664 times EM multiplier times crit multiplier times 1 plus damage percent Electro. Overload proc, 3979 times crit times multiplier overload. Motion value Pyro. We have five and ones. Three and twos. Two and threes. Motion value Electro. It's still 532. Then we have 10 here instead of 13. But our E's, we now have 3 E's. 4 E's, actually. No, it's 3 here plus 1 after. Then 3 here. Times 2. Yeah. Then here, we have 1, 1, 2. Yep. Okay. Yep. Number of aggravates for now. Let's assume you get 12. Number of overloads. Probably also about 12, honestly. Yeah, that's pathetic. Okay. Yeah, that's fucking pathetic. Okay, but let's move on. This team is not it. Yeah. Chat. I think I'm not gonna do IT today. We'll do it tomorrow, Klugi. Anyways, let's do our stall. We stare. We pound. We zilch. We... We... Is this a word? It is a word. Bet. I feel like I've heard this word before, but I don't know what it means. Oh well. Major tech purchases on Black Fridays? I don't know. Hit the mall. Shop. When many arrive at stores on Black Friday. Buy one, get one free. Cliched holiday gift for a dad. Tie. I don't know. Probably 3. Small mouse-like rodent. Mole. Spy. Early? No. I was wrong. Okay. What? Is it not tie? Maybe it's not tie. No, I feel like it has to be tie. And this has to be early. Maybe it's not mole. Maybe it's not spy? It has to be spy. It has to be 3. I guess it could be something other than mole, but I feel like this has to be early, right? There's another... What's a rodent that ends in ole? It's probably a word I don't know. What in the fuck is a vole, dude? Huh? Vole. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Alright. Well, I've been defeated. I'd say this is like a nice little 28, right? Ish. 27 maybe. So it'd be 153, 155, 154. Alright, close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Oh, you guys suck at this, actually. I feel like the angle is like the one daily game where I'm significantly better than chat at. And now one where I'm significantly worse than chat. Bro, I don't know what this is. Wait, what am I doing? I should check more clues. What is bro doing? I've seen this before. I've seen this exact frame before. Is this your name? It is, right? I haven't watched it, chat. I actually got it from the letters though. Because I know the name in English and in Japanese for this one. Okay, I have no clue what this is. I'm cooked. What the hell is going on here? what? Just get me out. Okay. Cool. What is bro? Is that like the Dragon Prince one? That's not an anime though, so I don't think so, right? Yeah, okay, it's not. But it looked exactly like that Dragon Prince series on Netflix. I have no clue what this is. L? There's words in Japanese that start with L. This is probably not Japanese. Wait, chat. We might be able to figure it out. By cheating here. Like, what if it's this? No, it's not. What if it's this? The letters fit. I think it's this. Easy fucking clap. Easy fucking clap. Easy fucking clap. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Easy clap. Easy clap. I don't know what his name is. That's from, That's Danganronpa, right? But I don't know. I don't know who this is. Elias. Oh, that... You know, I thought this guy looks like the guy from Mushishi, but I didn't know he smoked. So I like my like, because I haven't watched Mushishi, but my like idea of it is not that of a guy who smokes. So I dismissed the idea instantly. Bro, he does that every episode. I haven't watched it. Whatever. Oh, what's his name again? Is it like Senshi? No. Maybe? I think it's Senshi, but I might be confusing him with someone else. What's wrong with... Okay, I don't know the other ones. It was Senshi! Oh, it's Soul Eater. Right, that makes sense. Okay, whatever. What the fuck, man? Wrong Sonic. GG. What the fuck is Miles Prower? Huh? It's his name. His? Wait, what? Like, to me, this is a bigger revelation than miles per hour. Tails is a man? That's crazy. What? Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I've never played a Sonic game before. Whatever, man. Ah, shit, bro. Okay. Well, it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But today is a Baki day, right? So we okay. Never mind. Old good, not manga. Okay, sorry, ReZero. All right. Other than this, drama, suspense, psychological, good, but not time travel. So it's not Steins Gate, not fantasy. Let's try monster maybe. No, it's not mystery either. Not as good as monster. All right, chat. Any ideas? Higurashi. There's no shot Higurashi's higher than an 8.2. Death Parade. Is Death Parade higher than an 8.2? I feel like it'd be like a 7.9. It's the kind of show people will give a 7.9 to, you know? Psychopaths. Would that not be adult cast? Maybe, I don't know. Madoka. Would Madoka not be tagged with time travel? Let's try Death Parade. Yeah, Death Parade is lower. It is an original. Okay. Hmm. Shinsekai Yori. What the hell is that? Could be Batum. Yes, higher than an 8.2. Batum. Exactly. Okay. Older than whatever this is? None of these tags. Elfin Lee. There's no shot that's higher than an 8.2. I mean, I'll try Madoka, but... Really? It doesn't have the time travel tag. That feels like that's not true. It feels like it... Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I've heard this recently. I don't know if I've heard it here, if it's something I watched. I think I heard it here. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I heard it here. I still haven't watched it. I'll get around to it one day, probably. No clue what the hell. Oh. Okay. What the fuck is this, bro? I don't know. I don't want to know. Let's move the fuck on. Jesus Christ. I'm not even telling you guys what it was. No. No clue what this is. Damn. I didn't know you could show people smoking weed in anime. That's crazy. I don't know what this is. I have no clue. I don't know what this is, man. I have no clue what this is. Akabi's sailor uniform. Alright. Well, that was 24k. We'll take that, honestly. Oh yeah, that girl probably watched me saying that vaping was good and was negatively influenced. That's probably what happened. Alright, let's do the OST guys, sir. What is this? Who the fuck is that, bro? I'm gonna be honest. I have no fucking idea. Like I don't even have the faintest clue. So we're gonna don't know equal Fontaine. It's a Hydro character. I don't see any of the leitmotifs. Like from any region. And the instrumentation doesn't really stand out either. That string instrument sounds Chinese. Alright, that like do 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 do. It is Chinese. Chad, am I the goat or what? Am I the goat or what? Holy fuck. Leo character released long after 1.0. Yulon? Yeah, okay. How the fuck is this Yulon, man? Jazz? I guess there's a little hint of jazz at the start. Sure. But like this is non-committal jazz, you know? Like Like this sounds like you've described jazz to someone who's never like to a music composer that's never heard it before, and they try to write jazz based off of your secondhand description, right? Like it doesn't actually sound like jazz. I don't know. Whatever. That's the opening fucking like music, isn't it? Fucking like what do they call it? I guess it's probably just Mondstadt then, right? Yeah. I can't reach that one. I know I can't reach that one. Anyways. Yeah. 50% of people didn't. Okay, how the hell did 1% of people know the title of this one? Who the fuck guessed Eternal Anamnesis? What? Wait, you can get this from guessing Yu Peng Chen? Like, is this what credits means? Wait, that's so funny. Wait, that's so funny. Maybe that should be my first guess when I don't know what it is, then. No, it shouldn't be. Because it doesn't rule anything out if it's not him, right? Alright, chat. What should we do? I honestly kind of want to end stream. I'm fucking tired. Alright, 4 days until the patch. Tomorrow we'll do IT. Flugy. Surely. But I think that's going to be it for today. As usual, hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a good time. I'm gonna post the selector video. So, as usual, if you can find it through YouTube, it helps more with the algorithm. What in the fuck is this thumbnail? What is this a reference to? Whatever. This is a reference I don't know, so GG. Well, it's fine. As usual, if you can find it through YouTube, it helps more with the algorithm. If you're too lazy, I understand. Here's a link. Go watch it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!